Very good afternoon, students. I am L.K. Tripathi from LPM Public School. Again with a new video. Now we are going to start the new chapter of geography, that is chapter 3rd. Topic is drainage. What is drainage? Through this video, we shall come to know about this system. Dear students, the term drainage describes the river system of an area. Look at the physical map. You will notice that small streams flowing from different directions come together to form the main river, which ultimately drains into a large water body such as a lake or a sea or an ocean. It is very true. The drainage is described for the river system of an area. It means so many rivers originate from different places and they join together, they meet together at a fixed point. That is known the drainage system. After that, flowing in a particular direction, they meet to the lakes or to the oceans. When we will notice in the physical feature of India, going ahead, we shall discuss properly about this system, how it takes place. A closer observation on a map will indicate that any elevated areas such as a mountain or an upland separates two drainage basins. Such an upland is known as a water divide. When we will put the closer observation on a map, physical map of India, it indicates clearly the elevated area, likewise mountains, upland, which separates two drainage basins. From both the sides, the drainage basin is separated. And such an upland, that is known drainage basins, and such upland is known as water divide. This is the figure of water divide, how water divides. In the classroom discussion through online, I tried to make you understand about the division of water. Stream A and stream B, both are there. How it is divided. This is water division. Somewhere slopes, somewhere broad slopes, and somewhere parallel. Now, let us see drainage systems in India. The drainage system of India are mainly controlled by the broad relief features of the subcontinent. Accordingly, the Indian rivers are divided into two major groups. In this way, according to this major division or the broad relief features of the subcontinent, we will discuss about the two major groups of the Indian rivers. What are they? The Himalayan rivers and the peninsular rivers. What are Himalayan rivers? Himalayan rivers are the rivers which originate from the Himalayan belt, and these rivers are known the peninsular rivers. These rivers are known the perennial rivers. Perennial means throughout the year full of water. There is no shortage of water because it is not depend on the water of flood or from any sources. They get the water from the melting of snow of the upper Himalaya and they come down to the surface of the earth, they flow. So they don't get shortage of water anytime. Second is peninsular rivers. Peninsular rivers flows nearby the eastern Ghats of India, that is the Bay of Bengal. So these rivers are known the peninsular rivers. Means also they are known the seasonal rivers. They are depend fully on the rainy waters. They are dry mostly because they don't get sufficient water from any other source. Apart from originating from the two major physiographic regions of India, the Himalayan and the peninsular rivers are different from each other in many ways. बहुत तरह से जो है दोनों अलग हैं. क्या क्या है? Most of the Himalayan rivers are perennial. It means that they have water throughout the year. These rivers receive water from rain as well as from melted snow from the lofty mountains. The two major Himalayan rivers, the Indus and the Brahmaputra, originate from the north of the mountain ranges. Two major rivers which flow downwards India, they originate from north part of the Himalaya. But let us see here, they have cut through the mountains making gorges. The Himalayan rivers have long courses from their source to the sea. They perform intensive erosional activity in their upper courses and carry huge loads of silt and sand to the middle and the lower courses. These rivers form meanders, oxbow, lakes, and many other depositional features in their floodplains. They also have well developed deltas. They bring huge water from which use siltation and sand with them and fall inside the plains of India and Pakistan also. And these sands and silts are very much useful for the fertility of the soil. Agricultural production get very rich. Not only that, in the middle and the lower courses, these rivers form meander. Meander means खूब सदाबहार हरा भरा, और नीचे आने के बाद ये यू शेप भी बना लेता है अपने जो डिपोजिशनल इसका जो सिस्टम है. अब हम देखते हैं नेक्स्ट, दैट इज ड्रेनेज पैटर्न. देखते हैं ड्रेनेज पैटर्न क्या है. ड्रेनेज पैटर्न को जो हम डिस्क्राइब करेंगे तो इसमें तमाम तरह के फिगर्स दिए हुए हैं, उसके अकॉर्डिंग हम इसको स्टडी करेंगे. ड्रेनेज सिस्टम और ड्रेनेज पैटर्न. द स्ट्रीम्स within a drainage basin forms certain patterns. It forms certain patterns here, depending on the slope of land, underlying rock structure as well as the climatic conditions of the area. These are डेक्टोटिक, ट्रेलिस, rectangular and radial. All the difficult meanings have been given there. You can learn it, and after getting the drainage patterns, the underlying rocks structure as well as the climatic condition of the area form the basis of the certain pattern और रेडियल पैटर्न कह सकते हैं. रेडियल में सुंदर. द डेंड्रेटिक पैटर्न डेवलप्स where the rivers channels follows the slope of the Tarai. The stem with east tributary resembles the branches of a tree, thus the name dendritic. A river joined by east tributaries at approximately right angles develops a trellis pattern. A trellis drainage pattern develops where hard and soft rocks exist parallel to each other. A rectangular drainage pattern develops on strongly jointed rocky tarai. The radial patterns develops when streams flow in different directions from its central peak of dome-like structure. So in this way, through the different figure, we canvass what is dendritic, trellis, rectangular and radial. This is the main stream, what you are looking in the green way. This is the main stream of the drainage pattern, and this is tributary. Tributary means so many rivers which come from other part of the area and join together. See this, ये मेन स्ट्रीम है. यहाँ से नदी ये अपने मुख्य धारा में बह रही है और यहाँ से आप देख रहे हैं तमाम ट्रिब्यूटरीज इसके साइड से आकर के इसमें मिल रहे हैं. फॉलो द एरो. दिस इज द डेंड्रिटिक ड्रेनेज. ये डेंड्रिटिक मैनर में ड्रेन करती हैं, मतलब इसमें आके मिलती हैं. बी को देखते हैं रेक्टेंगुलर ड्रेनेज. ये रेक्टेंगुलर ड्रेनेज इसका जो है पोर्शन है रेक्टेंगुलर मैनर में दूसरी तरफ से आकर के यहाँ पर रेक्टेंगल बनाती हैं. नंबर सी देखते हैं ट्रेलिस ड्रेनेज. ट्रेलिस ड्रेनेज क्या है? ये राइजेज ऑफ रेजिस्टेंट रॉक, जो राइजेज ऑफ जो सलाखें हैं, ये सलाखे के ट्रेलिस में सलाखा होता है. इसमें बहुत सारे ऐसे पतले पतले जो आप देख रहे हैं इस तरह से जो है ये ड्रेन करती हैं रिवर्स को. मतलब इन डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स दे ड्रेन द रिवर्स. दैट इज नोन द ड्रेनेज पैटर्न. नेक्स्ट दैट इज सेंट्रल अपलिफ्ट. व्हाट इज सेंट्रल अपलिफ्ट? दैट इज रेडियल ड्रेनेज. बहुत ही सुंदर. ये देखिए ऐसे एरो जो दिख रहे हैं यहाँ से आकर के तमाम रिवर्स में ड्रेन करती हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि केवल एक रिवर बह रही तो वही रिवर है. तमाम ऐसे ब्रांचेज उसके निकल के रिवर्स के आती हैं और एक मेन रिवर्स में बन जाती हैं जिसको मेन स्ट्रीम कहते हैं और वो आगे बढ़ती जाती हैं. अब हम देखेंगे ए लार्ज नंबर ऑफ द पेनिनसुलर रिवर्स. आपने इसको पेनिनसुलर रिवर्स को देखें आर सीजनल एज देयर फ्लो इज डिपेंड ऑन रेनफॉल. During the dry season, even the large rivers have reduced flow of water in their channels. The peninsular rivers have shorter and shallower courses as compared to their Himalayan counterparts. ये उतनी रिच नहीं है जैसे हिमालयन की नदियाँ हैं हिमालय की. ये हमेशा डिपेंड है अपने सीजनल वाटर पर और इसलिए ये ड्राई रहती हैं बहुत सारे समय. पानी जब रहता है मानसून का तभी तक ये इसका अस्तित्व रहता है, अदरवाइज ये अस्तित्वहीन हो जाती हैं. जो ईस्टर्न घाट्स के थ्रू बहती हैं पेनिनसुलर, जैसे छोटा नागपुर है वो वहाँ पे जो है वहाँ से भी इसका ओरिजिनेशन है और जाकर के बे ऑफ बंगाल में फिर मिलती हैं. ये वीडियो को यहीं बंद करते हैं, बाद में इसको next video we shall watch. Till then, thank you.